What's good, YouTube? Today we're browsing the beloved GT86 marketplace after the whole GR86 Toyota blown motor RTV scandal. That was a mouthful. We're going to be taking a look today to see if the GT86 prices have plummeted at all from Toyota's recent controversy. Today we'll be using collectorcarfeed.com, and as per usual, it will be in the description down below. So, without any further ado, let's just jump into it, dude. Okay, so we have a 2017 86 with 50,000 miles, 47, I'll be specific, manual transmission, and we have absolutely no information regarding this vehicle here today, besides the fact that it has a carbon fiber little lip. Other than that, not much to go off of here, besides the fact that it was sold for $17,000 for a 50,000 mile manual transmission 86. I'd say $17,000 for 50,000 miles. I'd say it's pretty good for the 86 market right now. 50,000 miles looks pretty okay, given that there are no typical boxer problems. Next up, we have fresh on the lot, $30,000, 2019 86, 55,000 miles, and it is a loving automatic transmission. Mother loving, don't even provide screenshots of the interior. Amazing. This thing is looking super clean. Don't know what the heck's going on with the hood here. This thing is dirty as heck. We got big Brembos, 30 grand. Don't know what's done to this thing to be sold double the price as the last one, especially for being automatic. That thing better have an built LS under that hood and has won numerous trophies at its track in its home state. Not a buy. Here we have another 86, 94,000 miles, 22,000 they want for it, 23. Automatic transmission, I'd say 23 grand is pretty steep for almost 100,000 miles on an automatic. There's a reason why it's been listed for already a week, paying a lot of money for 100,000 miles on a GT86 auto. We have a 2017 86 for 30,000, 45,000 miles, manual transmission, supercharged, adult owned, one owner, mod list, Jackson Racing supercharger kit, tuned by DB Tuned, and ECU Tech. We have a U-wheel header, TRD full exhaust, spoiler, ESRs, custom black wrap front. We have a black roof wrap and front lip side skirts, rear aprons. We have some nice aprons in case you want to do any cooking with your new 86, cooking up those tires. Mishimoto shift knob, FRS BRZ, baby. Okay, this is what we're looking at. White 86 for 30 grand, 45,000 miles. Right off the bat, this does look a little bit, I don't know if it's camera angle here, but the way this fitment here, it looks kind of weird the way this thing sits on the ground. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like how it's poking out like this, and it kind of looks like there's a little bit of like positive camber. Like I said, I don't know if it's the camera angle, but it looks like there's like a little bit positive camber here. If this car is modified like this, I mean, you might as well drop it a couple inches, maybe like 1 or 2 inches, to at least close up that wheel gap there. It looks so silly like that. Here he is filling up gas with his homie, and here we could really see the wheel gap. Another cool pic of the engine bay he caught. Props to him. Looks really cool. When I read this post, you know, I went into it with an open mind for 30,000, 45,000 miles, manual transmission, supercharged. You know, there's two ways it could go. You're either paying 30 grand for a partially modified 86 that could be in good condition and could be a good buy, or this guy touched everything under the sun. He modified it, messed with anything, and now you're gonna find all those problems when you pay 30 grand for it. So next up, we have a 2020 86, 18,000 miles, automatic transmission, new tires and wheels, has dent on passenger rear, but can be fixed for 600. Well, this guy definitely took better pictures than the last guy, even though these aren't the best pictures. You know, we're taking a look at both of the back seats here. We probably could have got a bird's eye view of the back seat, but he did it justice. You know, he took pictures of both the back seats, make sure, you know, stains back there from any shenanigans and whatnot. We have the front view of the 86 looking nice. We have his charger here. I wonder if that comes included with the car. Probably ask him before I speculate. So overall, it's looking pretty nice here. I'd say the only thing that's holding it back is the fact that it's an automatic, but 18 grand for a 2020 86. I'd say we're looking pretty nice here. I'd love to see the dent this guy is talking about. I'm not too sure. It does look like it's right by the gas tank. Doesn't look too bad. All in all, I wouldn't say too bad of a deal here. Next up, we have a 2017 86 for, whoa, dude, $36,000. Holy crap, 34,000 miles, manual transmission, and it is white. Excellent condition. The vehicle has a lot of work done to it. Throttle body spacer, full exhaust and headers upgraded to the moon. Intake manifold, coilovers, Volk racing wheels, no freaking way, dude. E-brake and shift kit, sound system, and more. Fair market value of the vehicle without modifications is $28,000 to $32,000. Not after the Toyota scandal, it's not. With everything that's been upgraded, I'm asking $38,000, and that's an incredible deal. Wow, I'm getting a deal. I hadn't expected at Greg's Auto. Greg's Auto, no way. Oh my God, I know Greg. He's my guy that I go to for auto. And had a full tune-up done to the vehicle. Okay, Greg tuned it up. Good man, Greg. This car is incredible to drive and still gets $22 in the city with aggressive driving. Wow. So guys, we know that this guy aggressively drives his car. That's good to know. Come and check it out. It won't last long. So take a look here. We have an awesome cloth bride boot here. We have a beautiful, not factory, custom shift knob. This switch here activates the AC. We have heat. We have anime tunes, and then we have Initial D playlist. We have a nice clear picture here of the beautiful 86 on its Volks with what seems to be a nice wing. Okay, what's nice about this 86 compared to the other ones is that it comes with these racing stripes. So when you're driving aggressive, you could also look aggressive. Luckily for you, this guy removed your license plate and moved it to the right side. You want to show other people that, you know, you had a license plate in the middle at one point, but you decided to move it. You want to show people that you're capable of making decisions. You moved your license plate to the right side. In the rear, we have a number of modifications here. Oh my God, I am absolutely in love. We have a black Toyota badge. It's absolutely beautiful painted. I'm sorry, plasti dipped. We have rear spats in case this guy decides to go off-roading in his neighborhood, maybe on the grass a little bit. He pulls up on the grass, you know, when he comes home from work. There's no parking. Then we have this custom made wing that kind of looks like his skateboard that he found in the back shed. It's pretty neat, I would say. It looks pretty good for a custom made spoiler. And then here we have some axolotl taillights. Really cool, dude. I would honestly get them myself. A possibly painted rear diffuser. Then you have a decal slap around where the third brake plate is. Looks a little sciencey, so that's kind of a turn off for me. I don't, you know, I'm not really into the whole science thing. I failed biology. Actually, no, I passed biology. I failed physics. And then we have another side view from this beautiful car to look at the rear spats. A closer side view, just to see those taillights once again, and the skateboard a little bit closer. Those look pretty nice. Oh, you know what we found out? We found out this right here. This says garage, something like that. It says garage. The way this wing was bolted on was pretty smart of him, I'd say. He bolted it in such a way where it comes over the trunk and it goes onto your fender, but it doesn't quite make it all the way onto the fender. So you kind of have the majority of the wing bolted on your trunk, and then you have maybe an eighth or probably even less coming over to your fender. Do I know if it is bolted onto your fender? That is a question for him. Here we have the authentic Volk Racing rays. Absolute beautiful rims. He did a really good job at cleaning them here. You know, you can just see how pristine and crafted they are. They just absolutely a craft of art. Not only are you getting bride for your shift boot, you're also getting it for your e-brake cover boot. So no need to worry, you are all brided out. It seems that he does not include any sort of mats, so that's good because you know, I don't really like mats anyway. It's kind of harder to clean, so I just put my feet on the carpet. We have a little, you know, sustains here, little sustains. Do not know what's going on with that, so I'd probably ask him in DMs, you know, what's going on with the sustains. Closed vents may lead you to believe that he has a little stinky AC, so, you know, I would maybe ask him about his stinky AC. Wow. Holy crap, dude. We have a kitchen in his trunk. I can't really tell if this is rust or dirt. Whatever it is, I'm sure it'll come out with like a little Bondo, or, you know, if you just wipe it down a little bit. Here we have the TE37s that have brought the car's value up to $37,000. Then we have a closer pick of the kickers. Looks like he got some inspiration from the spider web that he saw under his car. And it looks to be that we have a little moth or something right here. I'm not too sure what it is. I don't know if it's a dent, a moth, a spider's web nest. I'm sure it's all good. You know, he just cleaned it, and, you know, the the bug had to ruin his fresh pick. So, you know, who else can you blame but the bug? All in all, I'd say this is probably the best 86 that we've reviewed today, especially for 34,000 miles. He wants 36,000 for this car. It's posted a week ago. I'm not sure why this thing hasn't sold, you know, in the first few hours. Has a lot of work done to it. There's a fair price. He's asking 38,000 for this, and he thinks it's an incredible deal. Honestly, you know, I agree with him. And if you say otherwise, you don't know the market of Toyota 86s. Here we have a 2017 86 for 22 grand, listed 3 days ago, 115,000 miles, automatic transmission, 6-speed with the paddle shifters, and it has dynamic rev management. It does look like this thing is pretty well kept for 115,000 miles. Is it well kept enough to be worth 22,000 grand? I honestly do not know. However, like the last guy said in his post, he's selling his for 38,000. So honestly, I would probably sell this thing for like 32 because it's nowhere near as good as the last one. The steering wheel has experienced some fading in the leather, so that is not too nice. The steering wheel has honestly taken a little bit of a beating, which is not the best to see. So looking at this thing for 22,000, I can't really imagine paying 22,000 for a 2017 86 with 115,000 miles, also being an automatic, unless you really want this thing and you could see its value raising to 30,000 in the future. I really don't see this car being worth this amount of money ever in its history. I'd say pass every day of the week. Even if you do buy this thing as an investment, you buy this thing and you're like, okay, you know, clearly 86s, BRZs, FRSs, they're going to be worth a pretty penny in the future because there's an abundance of them right now and a lot of people modify them. So when time comes, there's going to be no good ones around and clean ones are going to be worth a good bit of money. Are they going to be worth 30,000, 20,000? I don't necessarily believe so myself. I think car value drops as the years go on unless it's some absolute beastly made track car that has won numerous trophies and accomplishments. You know, we have the 4-cylinder 2.0 liter in here, the automatic transmission in the 115,000 miles. This thing I would pay like 10 grand for. Maybe I would say 15. 10 grand is a little low. You know, upwards in the 20s for 115,000 miles. I don't see this thing ever going for that much money with the amount of miles it has. Except we have a 2017 86 sold for $23,750, 61,000 miles, automatic transmission. It is the color of orange, and we have some what seems to be BBSs on this thing. We have some aftermarket taillights going on here. This guy could probably lose a couple of inches here, and then he has a duckbill lip. It is a manual transmission, so we are getting that luxury. So it is listed as an automatic, but this seems to be a manual shifter here, and if we look at the dashboard, you don't see any park, neutral, anything like that up here. I did take a look around to see if there's anything of that nature. I don't seem to have spot anything. So that being said, manual 86, 23,000 with 61,000 miles, and what is going on here? All the modifications, the glorious modifications. I would say there's not much to really be afraid of with this thing. Yeah, it might be a little distasteful, but if it is a manual, 23,000, it's not looking too bad. However, I would probably look for something a little more clean. And to wrap up today's video, we have a nice and slammed TRD 86, 34,000 miles, 2019, listed in Panama City, Florida, 24,000 miles, automatic transmission. Money is still owed on this vehicle. Oh my God. Low mileage, accident free, and slick around curves. Cannot get any better than this. Can't get any better. Well, I gotta buy it now. He wants people to make offers on his slick around curves car. Message me if you have any questions. Okay, well, let's just jump into it. Slammed 86 on its friggin' nuts, dude. It looks like he had some like, what is this, Humpty Dumpty or Shrek or something, a little plushie in there. Okay, look at the clearance on there. Right, okay, this other guy needs to take notes. So this guy knows what's up. He slams this thing, no clearance between the fender and the wheels. This thing definitely rubs. That's exactly what you want. That's how you know you're slammed. So we got some freaking cannons here. Don't know if they go straight through all the way to the headers or what's going on with these cannons, but either way, they're freaking cool, dude. You got some paint coming off. I would have probably kept the paint off, you know, completely and just went with the chrome or whatever is going on here. And honestly, I would have went like matte black or something, you know, just to replicate the old cannons in the olden days, you know, just like straight black so people know that he has cannons. Yeah, these things definitely shoot some sick flames, dudes. Look how big those are. Sick flames. If you want to shoot sick flames at your next car meet that you go to, you know, this is the 86 you're buying for 34 grand. Holy crap. Yeah, so this definitely came stock like this. I'm pretty sure Toyota offers a package. It's called the red package, and it gives you all these red decals and whatnot. It's around this price, like for 35 grand or something you could pay to get Toyota's what is TRD? Is that what it says? TBD? Something like that. TAD? I don't know what that says. Anyways, yeah, Toyota probably they offer this package here. You get, you know, your little seat covers, you get your red seat belt, you get cool bracelets too from all the service advisors and stuff. Your little glow in the dark shift knob. You get really cool red decal stuff going on here. Everything's replaced with red for you. So if you like red, this is definitely the package for you. And luckily, you know, Toyota offers it for like $34,000. What is it? This looks like a ball from pool. Like this looks like he might have taken it from like a pool game or something, which, you know, I don't want to be held responsible with that. It looks like he has a nice sweater included here. So, you know, that's nice. You get a nice little sweater for your car. Don't know what's going on back here. Looks like some kind of piston, like metal work from like maybe it was in like a Colt. I don't know. Oh my god, dude. Wow. We have absolute beauty here. Another living room in the trunk. So in case you want to hang out by the trunk and just admire what's going on in the trunk here, you have this to look at. And honestly, I would rather look at this than the water. You know, I feel like this is more beautiful, and especially with the sun beaming into your eyes too right there. This is a great picture and a great feature of what the trunk has to offer. And, you know, don't worry, there's a good bit of space behind those ladies, in case you want to store any of your groceries. You know, if you need to go shopping, anything like that, you could just, you know, throw them behind there. I'm sure these little plates, you know, you could put stuff on them. They look like they're pretty sturdy and drilled in pretty nicely. We have typical boxer engine bay. You could probably clean it up a little bit, not gonna lie. It looks a little dirty. I don't really like it, to be honest. He should have cleaned it up. And to end it off, we have a photo of the Slam in action, a close-up of the 0% clearance, if not negative clearance, TRD sticker, and the big Brembos. So that's gonna be it for today's video. If you enjoyed, be sure to hit that like button down below. It really does go a long way. And while you're down there, consider subscribing. Shows me that you guys like my content, and you will also see more of my content if you subscribe. Check out some of my other social medias at Julian Telesco. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and if you look me up on Patreon, you could support me even further. If you do decide to support me on Patreon, there are a number of benefits that come along with being a Patreon supporter. You'll get a name shout out in my videos. You'll have early access to my content, viewing it before everybody else does. You'll have access to community content polls within my Discord, and you'll even have access to behind the scenes and exclusive footage. So if you do want to go the extra mile and support me in that way, I will very much appreciate your support. Other than that though, I'm gonna get the heck up out of here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. That was a doozy. I am death. Jesus Christ. This video was bussin', baby. I'll see you bubbies in the next one. Peace, bubbies of the internet. Peace, bubbies. Alright, peace, guys.